Ta-da. Hello, welcome to, if you're on Facebook and YouTube, Andy B here and Peter. We've got about another 80 seconds to go with the calls playing. Then we'll be coming back to you for, well, it's hot chocolate and chat, but we've got aircon, so I haven't got hot chocolate, but you have.
Yes, so it's half hot chocolate and then the other half chat or something.
Yeah, well, I got milk. It's very hot. We've got the aircon working so we don't melt.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to come back in just a moment. About a minute's time, so stick around. If you want to tell us what you're thankful for today, I'm thankful for a good team who helped me when I'm a bit frustrated because somebody made a change and didn't bother to tell us about the big change to the software that we use. But hey,
Yeah, it's unfortunate really, but
it's just it's upsetting is what it is. Just talk to us.
there's a reason why communication was invented, so that we could communicate. Even birds do a bit of communication.
Whales,
Yeah.
tortoises, turtles.
Hmm.
Anyway, right, we're back in a minute. Right, so we're coming back on air in just a moment. Then we'll be with you for stuff. Andy B here with Peter.
Hello, Andy B.
Yes, we are here on Pure 247 Radio, the Get Your Home show, on one of our last appearances together on this show at this time.
Yes.
I'm not going to say any more than that, other than we've got some more exciting stuff coming up. We've got some shifts and changes. So we're refreshing a bunch of stuff, which is always good and exciting.
Oh, yeah, it's never boring at Pure 247 Radio.
It's never boring here at Pure 247 Radio. So here's Peter. You can just see the aircon in the bottom right, left-hand corner
Yes.
of your screen. His bottom right, which is the aircon. It's very warm.
I'm trying to figure out how...
And
Yeah.
the banner just here. We're looking at another banner at the moment, a different sort of banner for when we're out and about. Because since we began, of course, we've got more stuff now.
Yes.
Because not only is there the radio, but there's the magazine. There's also Pure Family Festival. In fact, if I go to your camera, you can just about see the three logos that we're now working with.
Yes.
Pure Radio, which is what you're listening to or watching perhaps on Facebook and YouTube. And Pure Media, the magazine,
Mm-hmm.
which is awesome. Pure Media Family, which is just like a collection of everything that we do, really. Everything we do comes under the banner of Pure Media Family. And then we've got PFF, Pure Family Festival,
Yes.
which is all good.
I would say exciting is Pure 247 Radio's middle name.
I would say it is, it's our very nature of life.
Yes.
Encouraging, supporting. Right, I don't think you can hear the aircon, but we can.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try not to talk louder, but these are very good microphones, in fairness.
Mm-hmm.
We are preparing right now, so people are coming in and out. They can't be seen.
No.
It's worth saying, because even if I go to my wide angle, that's Peter. If I go to my wide angle, you might just see a little leg appear just to the next to the banner. But I'm cropping in just a little bit for the sake of this.
Yeah, you see, we store a bit of equipment behind that banner, and I keep trying to speak loudly, but I don't need to, because these microphones
No, you
are good.
really, really don't, because the microphones are very
Yes.
Right, if you want to let us know what you're thankful for today, we would love to hear it. You can email us.
Yes, that would be hello@pure247radio.org. Hello@pure247radio.org. It's like I know it off by heart.
You do. You can WhatsApp us. How do they do that?
You go to the website, www.pure247radio.org. That's www.pure247radio.org. Scroll down to the bottom of the page, home page, and you will find a green box which says chat on WhatsApp.
And there are also two other ways of communicating with us today. Do you know what they are?
Facebook, is
Yes.
that correct? And YouTube.
Yes, if you go to our Facebook or YouTube channel, you'll find there's a live video on. If you log into that, then you can comment.
Yes, you can.
So we're going to move on to things we're thankful for, and we'll be done by about 4:30. That's the plan.
Yep. Well, the thank yous is that. We
well,
always get mixed up when it comes
let's
to
just
thank you.
start with the things we're thankful for.
Okay.
I am thankful for air conditioning at this very moment. We've had to shut the curtains on. We've got 3 computers, 2 phones, and 2 studio lights going. They all add just a little bit of heat and 2 bodies.
And 3 monitors.
Then there's 3 monitors. They do generate heat. The temperature in the studio, it's underneath the monitor, which isn't a great place for the temperature gauge, do we use it? If I put that there, that might be a little bit more better, actually.
Oh.
A little bit more better.
A little better, I think, would be the word.
It's a long day so far.
Yep, he says yawning. Well, perhaps something to be grateful for would be grammar, perhaps. I would say actually today, one thing that I'm thankful for, it's a bit of an odd one, but I'm thankful for time, having time to do things, you know?
Let's delve into that one. What do you mean by you're thankful for time?
Well, like there's things to get done, and at some points, like somebody could be using the computer. I can't use that computer, but I know that there'll be time later on in the day to get different jobs done. So I'm thankful for time. Thankful that there's 24
True
hours
enough.
in a day. And that's what I'm thankful for. Bit of an odd one, but yeah, I'm thankful for time.
Fair enough. I can go with that. I am thankful for a cold water.
Uh,
So we have a water filter and we've got some lovely glass bottles, which are very fancy. Well, they were like £1 at
yeah.
the place that sells the flat pack furniture. They had these lovely bottles. So you've got some of those. We've got some bottles in the fridge with chilled water. We are tomorrow out and about. Do you remember where we're going tomorrow?
Yes, the summer fair. Is that correct?
Yeah. It's a summer fair for Lighthouse Homes in...
Is it
I'm just...
very competent here at Pure247Radio?
Where are we going? Hang on. I'm just pulling it up. It's Rotherham.
Ah,
It's a place called Wath. W-A-T-H. Wath. Oh, we moved things, just refreshing. Wath upon Dearne.
okay.
Rotherham.
Yeah, I thought so. I was going to say it, but then I thought if I said it and it was the wrong place, I would just sound like a bit of a muppet. So I figured I'd wait for you to tell
Bit
me.
of a Muppet. Are you a man or a Muppet? Great film.
Yeah.
Legendary film. Yeah, we'll be there tomorrow from 10 till 4.
Yes, that's
He
correct.
says, having just cut out the calendar, which is really unhelpful because I want it back. Yeah, 10 till 4 o'clock we'll be in Rotherham with Lighthouse Homes in their summer fair. Looking forward to that. We'll do some live radio tomorrow. So if you're tuning in between 10 and 4 p.m, we'll be doing some live radio as long as the Wi-Fi and the electricity holds up and all of that stuff, including the technology. Yeah, we'll be there broadcasting live, which will be fun.
Yeah, hopefully the weather will hold up. But I'm dubious it's going to rain at this point. Very hot today and very hot tomorrow.
Don't think rain is I don't think there's much likelihood of the rain. I think it's fair to say. How many things we've done we're thankful for? Because I haven't actually kept track today.
Okay, I think I've basically kept track. I've done one, you've done one, and
Really?
it's your turn. Yeah.
I thought we'd done more.
Although you said you were thankful for air conditioning.
Air conditioning. Did I have a second one?
I don't think so. I think this would be your second.
I was just thrown by your thing about time.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one, but that's what I'm thankful for today.
No, I wouldn't say odd one. Interesting.
That's
It's
just
an interesting one because we don't do anything about time as being something we're thankful for.
But yeah, I mean, was it Gandalf said, all we can do is use the time given to us, something like that.
Indeed, 'tis true. Right now, what am I thankful for? I know I have done two. I did air conditioning and chilled water.
Oh, yes, that was your second. So on to my second now.
Yes.
Okay. But maths again, miscounting this time, it would seem.
We can't count to 3, which means we can't be roadies
Mm,
because they
What?
can count to 3.
one, two, yeah. That's
So
what
it's
they always
1,
do.
2, but sometimes 2, 3.
Sometimes.
Very occasionally they go to a 3. So if we can't get to 3, we can't be a roadie.
Well, I think we can get to 3. We'll try, shall we? So my second thing to be thankful for, you know what? I think I'm going to go with aircon and other cooling devices.
Ooh, have we had the same thing that we're thankful for before? Because I don't know if we're allowed to do that.
Well, mine's more broad. Thankful for cooling
Aircon
items.
and cooling devices.
Fans and fridges
Okay.
and cold water. That's what I'm thankful for. I think I can sneak that one in there.
But I did cold water and I've done aircon, so technically you've done 2 of my things that you're thankful for. So I'm gonna reject that.
Ah, okay.
The referee says no. You
Okay.
can't have mine.
All right.
Should have said it first.
I'm thankful
You
for.
can't have it second.
I'm thankful.
So you need to have your own. And I won't interrupt you
Okay. So
anymore. I'll let you go.
I am
when you're
thankful for
You just keep going.
milk.
Milk.
Yes, dairy. I'm thankful for dairy because I had some cheese, and I'm having milk and hot chocolate powder. Technically,
You are having milk. I'm having actual milk.
well, you're having milk in a slightly purer form. And to be fair, though, because technically, like a white chocolate, it probably wouldn't be much different to milk
Not
in
really.
a sense.
Technically, but no. But I've got more close to a cow because it hasn't got chocolate. Cows don't have chocolate milk.
don't they?
I know it's a shock
surprised.
if you're listening and you're younger. I'm really sorry for bursting your bubble. Cows don't make chocolate milk. People do.
Although, if the milk is coming out brown, you probably need to call a vet.
Yes, that's a bigger issue.
Yes.
Right, things you're thankful for. So have you done your second?
I did
Milk.
milk. Yes.
Did you hear the interview I conducted a while back with Dr. Richard Scott on milk?
I think so, but it might have been a
was
while
one
ago.
of my favourite ever episodes, chats, interviews, conversations around milk, because we looked at the sort of milk that exists. Are they the same? Are they different? Can you feed different milks to a baby? Does it matter? Yes, it really does. So we looked at all sorts of stuff, but I found it fascinating looking at milk.
Yeah, it is. I think I remember
It's-
that actually.
It's, you know, it's milk. It's this white stuff. It comes from a cow or a goat or wherever you get your milk from. But it was a fascinating conversation.
Yeah, and
It's really interesting.
yeah, and it's really good for you. I'm pretty sure it's good for your bones. Is
It's
that
very
correct?
good for your bones. Lots of calcium.
Calcium.
But you said closer to a cow, but isn't cheese from milk?
Yeah.
Right. But what's in cheese apart from milk?
I thought it was the way that they like stirred it or something.
They're
Like,
not adding stuff as a rule.
I don't
I know
think
you
so.
can, but they're not actually adding stuff to milk to make cheese.
Well, I think they might like put preservatives in it, but that doesn't necessarily change its texture.
No, but I'm thinking like real old-fashioned milk. Before we got into mass manufacturing and preservative and all that stuff, preserving, I'm thinking about the older stuff, and I'm just thinking about how it was basically milk.
Pretty much. I'm guessing it's like probably the thicker part made even thicker or something. I don't know. It's we can be thankful for the internet as always. Actually,
What ingredients are in milk?
okay. Looking it up.
I'm curious because I just thought it was milk, and the way they process the milk makes it cheese.
Well,
I
I always figured that the milk was some sort of like, making milk into cheese was like sort of how it was done, and there's some sort of device that thickens it up. I'm sure if there's like a milk farmer listening right now, is probably saying it's so obvious
a
what
milk
it is.
farmer.
A cow farmer. That'd be the right word. But someone who, at the end of the day, has some milk. They're probably saying it's so simple how it works, but we don't know.
It's just, I mean, it's what is cheese made of? It's exciting stuff. This. No,
Yes.
not how is it made. I don't care about that. What is it made? List of ingredients for cheese.
Right. That's
Is
what we're
it
trying to
just
find out.
milk?
Well, it's mostly dairy. I'd have
Well,
thought.
that's milk, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
milk, more milk, milk, and what's that? Yeah. So cheese is just milk then.
Basically, just lots of different parts of
I
the
thought
milk.
it was. I didn't think it was
Yeah.
anything special,
That's what I assumed it was as well.
and I started to wonder.
See, it's dangerous doing that. If you start to wonder, you can have thoughts, and that's always very dangerous. How many thank yous have we done? I did milk, and then you
That's
went.
two. You've done
yeah.
two. I did my third.
You went on a tangent on milk and
I
cheese.
did not.
You did.
I did not.
Mm.
Right, another thing I'm thankful for, number 3. I'm thankful for these video live stream chat stuffs that we've been doing for a long time. There are some really exciting changes, which is really good news for all of us. New stuff coming in, but it means that we're going to refresh this section. So from the start of August, I will be working with somebody else on a Friday.
Yes, we'll leave that in the air, as it were.
We'll leave that in the air. I'm not going to say why you're not working with us, but sometimes it's just good to have a refresh, have a change. We're tweaking bits and pieces of the schedule. Some of the graphics are going to be getting redone. Some of the promo or the jingle stuff, we're going to redo some of those because some of them are 2 years old nearly. In fact, some of them might be more than 2 years old.
Quite
I don't
possibly.
think so. I don't think, but I think they could be.
Well, I don't know if it could be 2 years because we're approaching our second birthday as Pure, as a matter of fact.
So when we started the radio station, we had some jingles in place.
Oh yeah, we'd
And we
already
made them
recorded
before
some.
we started.
So there could be some around over 2 years, actually.
Well, that's
yeah.
what I'm thinking. And some of those I quite like. The fact they're old and they've been around,
Classics.
since the very beginning.
It's like
Yes, bit of a vintage jingle, that one.
a vintage Pure jingles. Yeah, we could
A
market
pure
that.
vintage, pure jingle about
Yeah.
pure,
That could work. Yeah.
purely. Right, have I done my third now?
You have. It's on to my third. Thank
Fine,
you.
fine. What was my third?
Your third was these video chats,
Fine.
which are always good fun. I would say, actually, the thing I'm thankful for is
I'm
having
really sorry I'm yawning. I'm very tired. I don't know why I'm so tired today.
one of those days, I suppose. I'm I'd say, I'd say I'm thankful for a pen. Actually, I got a slightly nice pen. I mean, it's not like a gold pen or something like that, but it's a nice pen. And when you write, it lets out quite a nice ink. I'm thankful for nice pens and just pens in general. Also, maybe even pencils and rubbers, being able to do something, then change your mind, rub it out, write it down again.
There is another version of that.
Computers, I'm guessing.
No.
Oh,
Shredder.
Oh.
If you draw something you don't like it, you can stick it in a shredder, or you can burn it.
But there's 4 things then. There'd be
You
pen.
see?
Yeah.
We're changing the world one shred at a time. Right, that's the 3 things we're thankful for, each of us. Moving on in just a moment to new studies. Have you got some?
I have, as a matter of fact.
Jolly good. So that's 100%.
Yes, which
Ding. I haven't got a sound effect.
well, we try to avoid maths on the Get You Home show because,
Yeah.
well, technically, we've both got 100%, but yet together it's only 100%.
Sorry, I'm yawning.
Yeah.
It's not personal.
Okay. Well, it's probably the heat. I often yawn when it's hot because
It is hot. Well, not in here, it's not.
it kind of drains you of energy almost.
My left leg is a little bit cold.
Yeah, well, because that's where the aircon's pointed.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so I have got 2 new studies. Would you like to choose out of these 2?
Go on then.
Although, actually, all 3 of them are kind of new studies. So, well, I'll let you choose out of these 3. So we've got a new study finds it is not just the morning caffeine we need, and new study finds your left is the right side to get pictured.
Caffeine.
Caffeine, okay.
We like caffeine.
We do very much.
Caffeine's very good.
Okay, so this study, actually, Dr. Richard Scott talked us through because, as we now know, caffeine is good for us, good for waking us up in the morning, good for our brain. It's just overall, it's good for us, almost as if it was put there for a reason. And
Amen.
Yes. And here's the thing, though. What's interesting, some people wondered, is it the caffeine that's good for you in the morning, or is it the coffee plus the caffeine? So they did a test.
Caffeine.
Well, actually, it's a little bit more than that, apparently.
Okay.
So basically, they did a test. They had, I think it was 2,000 participants, and about 1,000 of them had just caffeine like pills that they had on a kind of experiment, and they didn't take any caffeine for 3 hours before that. And then another group of people, about 1,000, all had drank a coffee, just plain coffee, each one the same. And it turns out the results were people were more sort of perked up and woken up after a coffee with the caffeine. So it seems that coffee...
That's not really a surprise.
Not really. Basically...
You're talking about decaf coffee as opposed to caffeinated coffee. Is that basically what we're talking about here?
Well, no, basically a caffeinated coffee
Yeah.
and then just caffeine on its own.
Okay.
Which is, I don't know how they get the caffeine on its own, but that's basically what they did.
There are some ways of extracting the caffeine. It's how you make decaffeinated coffee. You take out the caffeine.
Yeah, that would
And
make
then they
sense.
sell the caffeine in energy drinks, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So that's what the study's saying, is that not only is caffeine good for you, but when you have the caffeine in the coffee, which is where you would like naturally find it, it's actually more beneficial for waking you up.
It's almost as though God's original design is the better one.
Yeah, sometimes it's not good to remove something. Sometimes it's good to keep it the way it is. Plus, coffee is going to taste nicer than a pill with caffeine in it. That's just going to be pretty bland.
I know in theory we can take vitamin tablets and all that stuff, and maybe there's a case for that sometimes. But you know what? If I want to get some vitamin B12 in me or something, I'm going to have a piece of broccoli, some spinach, bit of steak, red wine. That's what I'm going to put together to make a decent meal.
Yeah.
Well, probably not a steak with the spinach or the broccoli, but you know what I mean. But those are the sorts of things that are actually like normal foods.
But I mean, it'd be like going through your entire day. Instead of eating vegetables, you eat like vegetable pills, just going through the whole day.
I know you can, but it's not as pleasant, is it?
That'd be like having a dairy in a pill. It's like, why not just drink a glass of milk or have some cheese on toast?
Yeah.
It'd be much nicer and quite possibly more beneficial than just having the good element, having that little extra as well.
Yeah.
So caffeine, as we've found out again, that coffee is good for you, and caffeine.
If you want to go and work out, is caffeine really good for me? Should I be considering it? I've got a heart issue. Should I have caffeine? Well, I'm going to put this into my little searchy engine box in my jiggy, and I'm going to look back all the way to Dr. Richard Scott and myself. So in November 2023, we were chatting about the health benefits of caffeine. We actually did 2 interviews on it. We've only done that twice since September 2023, but we actually went through 2 sessions on the benefits of caffeine. It helps people, and this completely threw my mind, it helps people who are struggling with Parkinson's disease. It actually helps calm the tremors down. It helps people with atrial fibrillation, which is a condition that I've had in the past, and other heart arrhythmias. It can help with that. It is unbelievable what caffeine can do, which you think it can't do, but it really does. However, it does come with a couple of caveats, one of which is this. If you're drinking caffeine, not after lunch. Doesn't matter what time your lunch is, don't have it after lunch. And don't keep having like 17 cups of coffee every 5 minutes.
That's not definitely not good for
Couple
you.
of 3 cups of coffee across a morning, and then whenever your lunchtime is, that's the important part. No caffeine after lunch is the basic sensible advice.
Yeah. Although I think the thing is, if you have 3 cups of coffee, all 300 ml, you'd need to have 6 cups of tea, all 300 ml, to have the same amount of caffeine, basically. Is that right? I think.
What? Say that again. That didn't quite go register in my head.
So if you have 3 cups of coffee, each one 300 ml
Yeah.
of coffee, if you want to have the same amount of caffeine from tea, you need to have twice that much.
Well, tea is caffeinated, but it's far less caffeinated than coffee. So when Richard and I were talking about caffeine, we were talking about like a proper, like a drip-fed caffeine, like a coffee machine, you know, that sort of thing. It's the sort of thing that puts the caffeine in through a drip feeder. So that's what we were talking about. So yeah, coffee has much more caffeine. Doesn't have to. You can get coffee that's very, very weak. As he pointed out back in the day when he was working in hospitals, some of the coffee they serve, well, it's coffee by name, maybe by taste, kind of, but not really by caffeine levels.
Sort of, but coffee, but on a budget, perhaps.
Well, yeah. So that's what we're talking about. Dan Bellamy's got a Dutch. Hello, Dan. Before I had to leave the chef business due to ill health, I had to have a coffee to make me alert.
Oh, okay.
Then again, I started my shift at 5 a.m.
Well, you definitely want coffee that early in the morning.
Yeah. But I only
Caffeine.
started drinking coffee last year when I was a truck driver. I never touched coffee. I couldn't stand the stuff. I only started drinking coffee after the good doctor said, Andy, start drinking caffeine for your health. When your friend who's a doctor says, you need to start drinking caffeine, Andy, in coffee form, you do what they say. So I started drinking caffeine last year after we actually had a conversation about caffeine. And he said, have you started drinking coffee yet? No. Right, get some coffee in you. So I started drinking what Joe drinks, and now I have a coffee every day. Now, when I was driving trucks, I could be up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, wasn't quite as common. 3, 4, that was far too common. 5, 6, 7 a.m. 7 a.m., it's like half the day's gone. So I would have cups of tea. That was my thing. I had lots of tea. Earl Grey. I used to like Earl Grey. I haven't had a cup of Earl Grey tea for over a year.
It's a bit more complex than just a normal black tea, isn't it?
Well, it's a tea bag.
Yeah, but you tend to like brew it a bit longer and stuff. Am I right?
Not really.
Oh,
Because then it goes a bit weird if you leave it too long. You don't want to brew tea for too long. It's not good. It does get strong, and then it starts to ruin the flavour.
Yeah.
Is it the tannin or something in the tea? Anyway, if you leave tea brewing for too long, it gets obviously stronger as it's sitting in the water. But if you leave it too long, it starts to turn.
And that's not good.
You get a scum on top of the water. You've left it in for too long.
It's kind of a sort of the art that the British have mastered over the years at brewing the perfect tea.
We learned from the Indians.
Yeah.
From where we started to get our first tea, as far as I know, historically. Obviously, you can get tea from India and all sorts of places, but my understanding is, particularly for the British, we got our tea from India, and we learned how to make tea there.
Sort of ironic, though. The most popular drink in the UK, we can't actually grow in the UK. You have to get it from another country.
No, basically.
You can grow it in the UK?
No, that's
you can't.
you can't.
Oh, yeah.
I was
right.
agreeing.
Oh, sorry, you said no. I assumed there was something I was missing.
No,
No.
quite. No, you can't. No, I agree.
Okay.
Can I have that chair? No. Oh, thank you. No, I said no. It's funny, isn't it? We hear the word and it doesn't necessarily fit with what we're thinking.
Communication's broken as well, isn't it? It's just like maths.
Yeah, everything's broken these days. Yep, thank you, Dan. 5 a.m., that was an early start. In fairness, 5 a.m. wasn't that early when I was trucking. 4 a.m. and 3 a.m.s were absolutely painful on the body. When you have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, they were very, very painful. It actually hurts physically. 4 o'clock was rough. It's very, very early. But the idea is you get on the road and you try and beat most of the people in the cars you get on the road and clog up all the roads. So if you get up early and out and about, it's usually there's less cars in the way doing silly things and you can get where you got to get to. So, yeah, that's why you go early. But, yeah, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock was I prefer starting at 6. In fact, my favourite jobs generally we'd start at 7:30. That was a good trucking job. Not many of those. I was quite happy when I had one.
Yeah. I mean, it does sound a bit harsh getting up at 3 in the morning. Just more like harsh on your body to do that. Because I'm sure your body's thinking, I should be sleeping right now. I should not be driving in the middle of the night. Plus, if it's dark outside, your body's going to be thinking, it's nighttime, isn't it? So
Actually, see, now chocolate has caffeine, not as much as tea and coffee, clearly. But if I was driving before I had coffee and it was an evening and I thought I just need something, I'd either have a cup of caffeinated tea, which was rare, or a cup of hot chocolate, which has less caffeine in. Was quite pleasant, hot drink, and sometimes that was enough to get me home or whatever I was doing. So that was one of the things. Dan Bellamy wants to know, where do we stand on fruit teas?
fruit teas. I don't know if I've had
Lemon
fruit
and
tea.
ginger,
Oh,
peppermint. I suppose that's not actually a fruit tea, but that's quite a classic one.
grows off a tree, though.
Ginseng. There's always different fruit teas, aren't there?
I think licorice, is that a fruit?
Is licorice a fruit? See, now I've got to find out.
Because I don't actually know.
Licorice a fruit?
I've
It's not a vegetable, is it? It's got to be a.
no,
What
it's
is it?
a fruit
Seed?
or something, or a leaf.
I mean, it says confectionery because it's not actually. It's not like a root. It's made from something, isn't it?
Mm.
Licorice extract. But where does licorice come from? Lots in Australia. I know that
Oh,
much.
Okay, that's interesting.
China, Middle East. Trying to think. So where's it gone?
We don't actually know what it is yet, though.
No, I'm
I'm
trying to
assuming-
find where licorice comes from, but it's really hard.
I'm assuming it's like mint, like a leaf or something.
I
something
don't
like
know.
that.
Do we
That's
grow licorice?
we use the internet quite a
I
lot.
haven't forgotten your question, Dan. Yeah, you can grow licorice.
Oh, okay, right.
There you are. That's licorice. We're looking at a picture of licorice
Oh,
on the screen, from which you then get that,
okay.
the black wheel that I used to not like as a kid, which I love now.
Oh, it's
A
interesting.
deciduous perennial herbaceous plant, fully grown, can reach 60 to 180 centimeters tall.
See, I was going to say that. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it was a leaf, but yeah, the rest of it not so
Most
much.
commonly, the roots, which can grow up to 12 meters long, are harvested and used.
Okay.
Licorice is good.
Mm. Very good.
Licorice is good. So you're asking about fruit teas, Dan. Here's the thing. I can't stand fruit tea flavour. I love the smell of fruit tea. And Jo used to have lots of lemon and ginger. That was her favourite fruit tea. Lemon, obviously, is the fruit. And the ginger. And it's great. Ginger's good for you. Stephen loves a peppermint tea. I couldn't stand the taste of a fruit tea. I did love the smell of all fruit tea. But I found, oddly, a drink I did like, which was peppermint and licorice tea.
Oh, okay.
So we buy it in like a sealed air fresh bag thing, and it comes, and it's lovely.
Mm.
Now it sounds weird, but I really like that.
I don't know if I like fruit teas or not. I've not actually really tried one to have much knowledge of it, really.
No, well, Joe always used to have lemon and ginger,
Mm.
and there was a phase in the, I guess, late 90s, early noughties, when you go to someone's house and you'd have a cup of tea. If they came to your house, they'd come with a little packet in their bag. Oh, can I have one of my tea bags in the water, please? And like herbal teas were really starting to become a thing. I mean, they've always been around, but certainly late 90s, early noughties, they were becoming much bigger, more popular. You might find one at the shop, maybe, but they were just like it went mad. So yeah, we used to go to people's houses and you'd have a cup of tea. They'd come to yours. Can I put my tea bag? Can I have one of them? Yeah, what is it? Oh, yeah, some weird thing they'd found concocted. But yeah, I used to I used to have peppermint and licorice tea. I just had to throw some of it away because it went off a bit.
Oh, that's not good.
It's cheaper to buy it in bulk, but then eventually it goes a bit. Well, I say gone off. It's not quite true. It just loses its flavour,
Mm.
and it just gets a bit pointless.
Well, sort of like potatoes. You can buy them in bulk, and it's really cheap.
Yeah.
But it does mean you're going to get a lot of bad potatoes along with a lot of good potatoes, which just sort of balances it out a little bit, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know about fruit teas. I've not really tried one. I'm not sure. I'm perhaps I'm a bit. I've set in my ways or something like that. I'm quite happy with just having normal black tea. That is. I wonder if there's a white tea or something like that. But I think I'm quite comfortable with the tea I got at the moment. But perhaps I should try a fruit tea someday.
You see, now according to a doctor I spoke to in hospital ages ago, my licorice and mint tea is very good. Small doses, it's just good for you. Too much licorice, according to the website I'm on now, actually can have negative effects. It's like anything though. If you have something It's good. If you have some more of it, that's okay. If you have lots of it, it can have other issues. And apparently, if you eat too much licorice, I'm not even sure how much too much is, it can be an issue.
It's the same with caffeine. If you drink too much of it, it's going to really wake you up. It's going to be bad for you, but enough, and it'll keep
60 grams of licorice or more.
60 grams, okay.
But you'd have to eat more than 60 grams every single day.
I don't imagine eating that much licorice, though.
That's a 20th of a bag of sugar.
That's quite a lot. I don't think anyone would easily eat that much licorice.
I don't think you would want to.
I mean, I think before it started to do you any harm, your stomach wouldn't be liking that much, probably.
No, possibly not. Comedian Tommy Cooper always tipped taxi drivers with a tea bag, says Dan
Okay.
Bellamy. Have a drink on me.
That's nice.
That's quite fun. We like that. Right, now we're going to move on to other stuff. We like licorice. I like licorice a little bit. Not, I couldn't have it every day. Peppermint and licorice tea once a day was fine, but that's like a quarter of a gram. But according to the website I just saw, 60 grams or more could become a problem.
And
If you have it every single day, 365 days a year, not likely. So basically, licorice seems to be pretty safe.
yeah,
Because
pretty
you'd have to
much.
eat such an inordinate amount of it. One, cost you a fortune, and two, how?
And
I don't think you could. Could you actually physically consume that much? I don't know that you could. 60 grams of licorice is an awful lot.
I think it is possible to eat that much, but you'd probably be filled up by like 30 grams of it because it is fairly rich in a
It's
sense.
very, very sweet.
It's very sweet.
It is. Right, thank you for joining us. If you want to let us know things you're thankful for, you can do that on Facebook, Instagram, or X. But we are going to come to the end of our live stream in just a moment as we go into some more music from Charlotte Church. And thank you to you if you're joining us on Facebook and YouTube. A nice widescreen of Peter saying goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you for joining us.
And sort of say me goodbye from me, but I'll be back in a minute on the radio. So go back and tune your radios back on, whether you're app, smart speaker, online,